Well, good morning, folks. Papa Keith here. Gotta put my apron on. I don't want to get my belly all covered with flour and crap. There. That'll save it. Well, long time no see. I had a good summer. Did a lot of videos, landscaping and out on the road, but now the cold weather's back. I'll probably stay inside a little while more often and do a little bit of cooking. So I hope you enjoy this. This is just going to be a short one. As you all know, the holiday season is coming up, and wouldn't you know it that I got two ex-wives and I get invited to both places. But here's the trick. I have to bring something to each one of them. So I'm going to make some homemade rolls, not today. I'm going to make 4 pies, but not today. Today what I'm going to do is show how I make a real simple pie dough. I'm going to mix this stuff all up and I'm going to put it into little bags to make 4 pies. I think I'm going to do a pumpkin, maybe a blueberry, and a cherry pie. That sounds good. So it'll be 2 pumpkins and blueberry and a cherry pie. But today, like I said, it's just going to be me mixing up the simple ingredients to make the pie dough. And I like to refrigerate my pie dough before I use it anyway. And I'm not ready for it, so I want to wait and just keep it in the refrigerator, which you can, and it'll store for quite a while. It's true with most dough. So this, like if you were making just one pie, you'd want to have like 1 1/4 cup of flour and half a teaspoon of salt, and about 1/3 cup of shortening or butter, whichever you choose. Now, because I'm making 4, you see a lot of more than what I just said. But the only difference is like, with my shortening, I like to add some real butter to it. And I don't care if it's the salted one or the, you see a lot of recipes say, well, get the unsalted. Well, you got to add salt anyway. So I got low sodium, so I have no problem with salt. So let's get this party started and see what we can make here. I think the first thing I'll do is I'm going to add my butter into this thing. Discard this rubbish here. So how was your summer? You guys all have a good time? Oh, boy, it's nice being retired. You can go ahead and time you want and really enjoy it. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add the salt. Put it right top of the butter. And the next thing I'm going to do is add about half of my flour, but not all of it. That look like half? Does to me. And I'm going to add on top of that about half of my shortening. Worst part about it, doing all this stuff is you make a mess and you have to wash it all afterward. But I'm alone most of the time anyway, so it gives me something to do. I want to say hi to Kim and Wesley if you're out there. I'm back because I know you like to watch my cooking. I don't know if it's any good or not, but it sure does taste all right to me. Okay, so let's see if you can get this thing. I'll move this a little closer. Put this up here. Let's see if this will work. I don't know if any of you got any of these KitchenAids, but I've had this thing for, oh, well, I don't know, maybe 20 years. And it keeps on going. Remember those old beaters our mothers used to use? You know, they didn't have any electric on them. They had a crank on it, and you had to crank it by hand. They sure do make things easier for us these days. We'll whip that up a little bit. Now I'll let her down and clean off my sides. Crank her back up. You want to make sure you mix this up pretty good so it's mixed through all through and through. Looking good. I lost a little weight this summer, so I think my head is shrunk. When you know it, the first thing I lose is my brains. Well, all right. Slow that down again. Don't want to get flour all over my butt here. Done with that. And everybody's got their own way of doing things, and I don't know. Once I find a way that works, I kind of stick with it. I guess that's from 74 years of experience. I don't know. Being a chef in the Navy kind of helped me. I learned a lot from them fellas. I definitely wasn't a know-it-all. I listened to what they had to say. Because there's always people out there that are smarter than you are. Hard to believe, ain't it? The more I get out of this jar, the less I have to wash, right? There we go. Put that in there. And the mixing we will go. Going to clean up our sides again. Now if you get this too dry, after you get this all in, you can add just a dab of water and that will cure your problem. But I won't know that until I get it mixed up really good. Do my sides again. Now I'm going to add about a tablespoon of water. With the water, if you put too much, you always add some more flour. Now straighten it right back out again. That should do it. Let's see here. Still a little drier than I like it. I didn't get any fishing in the summer. I keep saying I'm going out and I just get busy with other stuff. I don't know. And you guys who are out there hunting here, I guess it's deer season. I don't hunt anymore, but I sure do love the taste of that stuff. Last year my son got a deer and he shared it with me. I don't know if he's going to get lucky this year or not. He's got a bow and arrow permit, a muzzleloader permit, and a regular season permit. He ought to get something. Put in just a dab more shortening. This is, like I said, it's for 4, so it's there we go. what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. There. Take that off. Put this over here. Cover up my buttered shortening. Get my sole out of the way. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is flour up my wooden block here. And cut her up into sections when I get it done. Here. Yeah. It's going to be yummy when I get this made. Alright, somewhere I got a cutter in here. Here she is. I was looking for it and I had it in my hand. It's like looking for your glasses and they're stuck on your head. So let's see, about 1, 2, 4. Looking for some of them sandwich bags, but all I get is freezer bags, so I'll put them in there. I put them in bags to keep the air off them, you know. There's one ball. Just kind of squeeze the air out of it. I should have enough left when I roll out the bottoms that I can make some strips to put on the top of the pie. Make it a little decorative. I don't usually use a whole top and a bottom. I usually cut strips and lay them on. Squeeze that air out. Here's number 2. I like to feel dough. Feels nice in your hands. That's probably how they discovered that Nutty Putty or whatever it is. Somebody was playing with the dough and says, hey, I can make some of that for the kids. I watched that on the History Channel the other day, the guys that discovered that. It was actually made by somebody else and it didn't do what they wanted to, so they sold it for little or nothing, and the fellas that bought it turned it into a game and ended up being a billionaire from it. Ain't that something? That's the way luck is. Anything I end up with, I usually end up in the poorhouse. But I'm happy. That's all that counts. Here we go. Last one. And then I'm going to refrigerate them. Let them keep cool. To make the dough ahead, then it makes that much easier when you get ready to do your pies. That way you only have to do the ingredients for the pies. So there we have it. Four pie doughs, ready for the freezer. It didn't cost me hardly anything to make that. You could do the same thing also making pizza dough. We'll make pizza dough and I'll show you how to do that. Won't do it today, but I like good pizza dough. Now the only other thing to do is clean up my mess. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I know it's probably not the most exciting one I've done, but it's good to be back. I'll catch you folks all later. Y'all have a great day now, yeah?